Hello. My name is Joseph O'Connor, if you didn't know me already, and you probably don't. But if you do, I probably sent you a link to this video. And if you do know me and I didn't send you a link, that's an awkward situation because I don't know how you found this. I mean, it's going to be public, so maybe you just found it on your YouTube recommended, or I don't know, you just looked at what my channel was doing. I don't know. So so I have some ideas for what I want to do right now, and I've had this idea for like a couple days, and I just want to do it. And I'm already recording for. I'm stalling. Okay, so I'm going to record my brain's functions. That I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about something, and I'm just going to talk about it, and we're going to record what my brain does. So I have some things I predict are going to be in the video, and I hope that somebody in the comment section keeps track of all these things, and I want to keep track of how many times I say the word um. There's one. I want to track how many times I repeat myself, how many times there is a long pause, how many times I kind of just lose focus and have to like pick a new topic out of nowhere, how many times I go on a tangent. That's gonna be very high, as long how many errors I make, how many times I need to restart my sentences. Also, I would also like somebody. I'm stalling right now, if you couldn't tell. I would also like somebody to keep track of how many laps I do, because I'm going to be moving back and forth a lot, like this. I'm going to go from over here to probably over here. Oh, well, there's going to be some problems with that because, yeah, okay. So I'm probably going to go from here to over there, like I was on the other side of the screen, and I hope that I look okay, because lighting in this room is not the best because I only have one light source, that being that. So, I mean, I do have Christmas lights, but they're not going to really help very much. And if I put on the blue lights that are around, you can also see they're not going to be much of a help either. It's basically going to be like if the room was dark, but instead of being black, it's blue. And you can't see me very well. I mean, we could try it. We're going to try it because I want to stall. And this video is going to be long anyway. And I'm going to go until I have to stop. So it's probably going to be a couple hours. Maybe in like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I have no idea. So, no judgment if you leave. No judgment at all. I honestly do not expect people to watch this to its entirety. If you do, thank you very much. And hopefully, once I turn on the lights, I'm gonna like talk about the concept of this video and like why I had the idea and I'm just gonna do the lights. Okay, I'll be right back. Also, this video is not going to be edited at all for a couple of reasons, which I will say when I get back. So, hold on. All right, so I just realized that I can still talk because my microphone's right there, and I'm not editing this video. So I'm going to keep talking. So I'm currently having to go through behind my little bookshelf that I made. Well, I didn't make it. It's just like I just put books on this shelf, and I call it a bookshelf. I mean, that's technically what it is because it's books on a shelf. So we're gonna go over here, put these books over here, and then I'm gonna plug in my light. Where is I think it's right here. Go through here, and then go behind my stand. Hopefully I'm not too quiet. Okay, come on. Okay, no, that's the wrong way. And there we go. Now the lights are on, as you can see. This looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks nice. It looks cool. Now let's turn the lights off. See what I mean? It doesn't really look very nice. Actually, if you like this and you want to see me do this instead, I mean, I don't like it. I think I look stupid. I just look like a blue man from Blue Man Group. Like I just look blue. And to cover my hair, which is black. So I'm gonna turn my lights back on. I'm gonna keep these lights on because I think it looks nice. Also, fun thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, lights back on. So, yep, that happened. I wasted how much time? I wasted 5 minutes on that. Wow. Okay. So, why did I want to do this? Why is this video so gosh dang long? Well, I do this, what I'm going to do right now, all the time, in my own time, off camera, for years. I've done this for my whole life. Oh, that's a red line. Hopefully it wasn't too loud for you guys, but I've done this forever, right? Ever since I was like a kid, I've done this. I just walked back and forth, paced my room, not this room, because this room I've only had for a couple years, but I'm just like, I liked thinking out loud. It helped me think, right? Because like I would get in like oh, another thing I want you to check is how many times I say the word like, because I say that a lot. Also, hold on, I need to find something. I'm gonna talk while I do it. As soon as I did that, I stopped talking. That's funny. Yeah, but I've done this forever, and I thought, why not just document it for once, right? Because also, people listen to podcasts all the time, right? And people listen to audiobooks all the time, right? And those are like hours long, right? Those are long things. And I think that if I did this, it could be interesting for people. Maybe some psychologist somewhere would watch this and psychoanalyze me. That would be interesting, if this became like a thing. Now I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. If you couldn't tell, I'm nervous. If you couldn't tell, I am nervous. That's a repeat. I'm not gonna say that I've done this for years, because that's gonna be repeat too. But like, it's never consistent what I rant. I don't really like to call it ranting, because I'm not really like angry. Like, in my eyes, a rant is like, you're like frustrated about something, and you just like need to get it off your chest. It's a rant, right? That's like, when you look at the internet, it's kind of what it is, right? So, and that's not what I really do. I'm not really an angry person. I don't really get angry very often. I mean, I do. I'm human. I get angry. We all do. I'm sure the Pope gets angry. I'm sure the Pope gets angry every once in a while. But it's all about like how you show it. I don't really show me being angry all the time, and I don't like doing it. So that's kind of like how I just like to present myself. I don't like to show myself being an angry person. So I don't like to call it ranting. I don't know what that had to do with anything. But I don't call it ranting. I call it thinking out loud. I guess it's technically just talking to myself. I guess I talk to myself. I talk to myself all the time, but I don't really have like a conversation with myself. I kind of just like talk out loud to no one in particular. You know what I mean? Like, there could be like no one, which is usually the case, or usually, 100% of the case, except for right now. This is the only time that I'm not by myself. Technically, I am technically by myself because there's no one else in my room. There are people in the rooms next to me because I'm in my house, and there are other people who live here, but technically speaking, I'm not by myself anymore because there could be people who watch this. This is the first time, so that's pretty cool. Also, check how many times I add things on, and how many times I say the word cool, because I'm going to say the word cool a lot. I just lost my train of thought. That's going to be a thing. I'm going to do that a lot. Okay, I was thinking about podcasts. Right. So, people listen to podcasts all the time, and if this kind of like goes off, if people like this, I can do this. I can do this a lot, right? I can you guys can like suggest things in the comment section of what you guys want me to talk about, because this one has like no aim, and I'm just gonna like rant. I just said I don't want to call this a rant. I'm gonna talk to myself. I'm gonna get into the light because now I'm in my own shadow. See, there's no good lighting in this room, like at all. But we could talk about anything you guys really want, and I can like share my opinions on it. And I feel like this could be really interesting for people. And it could be a good introduction to myself, right? Because this, I'm gonna, I plan. I did have a little bit of a plan. I didn't script anything. Nothing is scripted. But I do have a little bit of a plan of what I wanted to talk about, and I have like pretended to do this very thing that I'm doing right now up until I did it. For like 2 days, when I was in my own time, I basically pretended to be doing this, which is a little weird, right? I'm kind of exposing myself right now, and I feel very vulnerable, and this is making me uncomfortable, but I'm doing it because I feel like I need to. And I should probably put the books back, but I'll do that afterwards. My room is very messy. I don't know if I want to get right into that right now. Here's a little bit about myself. I don't remember if I actually introduced myself as me, so I'm going to do that. My name is Joseph Ryan O'Connor. My full name, all parts of it. Middle name is Ryan. That's my brother's name. He's in the room next to me. I'm the oldest. I am 18 years old. I was born in the 15th of February in a year, which, knowing that I'm 18, you can probably guess if you can subtract from the year that this was published. And I live in New York. This is for the people who don't know me in real life. If you do know me in real life, you know all this stuff already, so sorry for making you go through that. Something that not everybody knows, which I've told a lot of the people that I know in real life, but not that anyone on the internet knows, is that I have Aspergers syndrome. I'm autistic. I'm an Aspie. If you ever seen what's that movie? Max and someone. It was like an Australian girl. She had an M name too. Dang, I can't remember what her name is. Anyway, I have Asperger's syndrome, and it's not fun. It's not fun being autistic. It's not great. So Asperger's syndrome is considered high functioning autism, which basically means that I am I'm forgetting every phrase right now. I am, technically speaking, the closest to a functional human. That functional is the wrong word. I'm the closest thing to a normal human person as a person with autism can get. I also have ADHD. I don't know if that's implied. I haven't done a whole lot of research into my diagnosis, but I was only diagnosed a couple months ago. It was right after my birthday, or right before my birthday. It was 2021. It was 2021 when I found out, and it was after Christmas break. I know that for sure. I don't remember exactly how long I've known. It's been a couple months, though, that I've known that I was autistic. And it was kind of out of nowhere. Like, I didn't really think I was autistic until they told me that I was. And apparently I've been showing signs of me being autistic since I was in the 4th grade, which kind of makes sense when I think back on it. It kind of makes sense. So, as you could probably tell, I'm a nerd, based on my previous videos that you may have seen before. I'm not exactly, I I don't even know what I was gonna say there. I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I'm the person that likes the D&D and the others and the other things. The Call of Cthulhu, my favorite tabletop role playing game. It's pretty cool. For those of you who don't know what Asperger's syndrome is, open another tab and look it up, because I don't really know a whole lot. I do know that it hinders our ability to socially interact with people at a normal way. We are very socially awkward, and we have trouble picking up social cues. So, say sarcasm. I kind of just have to guess. Oh, my necklace is on the inside. I kind of just have to guess when someone is being sarcastic based on context clues. I get context clues. Like if we're like, joking, I know we're joking, then and you say something that would be like in any other context serious, like in a serious voice, but we're in a joking environment, then I can, piece together that you're being sarcastic. But in any other scenario, I kind of just have to guess. I have trouble meeting new people, which if you knew me, that's a surprise to you. Probably, maybe not. Because I know a lot of people. I don't know a whole lot of people very well. That goes both ways. I don't know a whole lot about other people, and not a whole lot of other people know a lot about me. Hopefully that sentence made sense. So you ever see, like, on social media, like, people that post stuff like, stop texting somebody first, and if they don't text you, like, they don't initiate a conversation with you, then they're not really, they're never really your friend, or, whatever, you've probably seen it if you're on social media at all. That's kind of my life. That's kind of my life. So, like, I've always been the guy that, like, wanted to go and do things. Like, I wanted to do things with people. Like, in the 4th grade, I had a friend. His name was Michael. I don't know if I should say his last name. I probably won't, just for the sake of it. But you know who you are, Michael. Not the Michael I met in the 7th grade, the one I knew in 4th grade, obviously, because I'm talking about, a 4th grade story. Like, we would often exchange Xbox gamer tags, and I would forget all the time, and he would forget also all the time. And I did the same with a few. Like, I had like 3 friends. Yeah, 3 friends, including him, in elementary school, like, total, like, throughout the whole thing. And I only met him in 4th grade. I met everyone else that I knew in 4th grade. And we never got around to doing it. And, we kind of drifted apart. I'm a senior now. We kind of drifted apart since then. He became one of my school's. He became a soccer player. I think he's pretty good. I've never been to a school soccer game, and I don't have the chance because COVID. Yay! But he played soccer, and I think he's pretty good, from what I hear. And I haven't really talked to him in about 8 years. No, since 5th grade. Might actually be 8 years. Yeah, 2013 might actually be 8 years since I talked to him. So that's awkward. Awkward pauses, am I right, guys? even now, in like modern times, since I got into middle school and high school, I was very. Am I recording? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move my cursor away because I don't want to accidentally stop recording, and that would be awful. But even now, I have trouble. Oh, someone's going downstairs. I don't know if you could hear that at all, but I heard it. This is gonna be the most awkward and worst video to watch ever. Okay. Calm down. Even now, to come back up, I have trouble talking to people about the way I feel about things and like conveying my emotions and conveying that kind of information, right? And I'm also back to what I was talking about before with the initiating of conversations. That's something I struggle with because I kind of got exhausted with having to do it, right? I have trouble trying to get to know people, and I have trouble. My brain is like not working right now, and I don't know why. This is embarrassing. Starting conversations can be difficult with me over text with people that I've known for several years. I have trouble starting conversations. I have no problem matching somebody's energy though. So if, say for example, you started a conversation with me, I could match that energy, right? I could match your enthusiasm. I could mimic you, right? But like if the situation was reversed and I tried to start that conversation, it would just be awkward and I wouldn't know how to start it, right? Where a normal person that doesn't have social anxiety or Aspergers would be able to start that conversation, no big deal, right? And these like this is even with people that I've known for years. This is with people that I've known for 7+ years at this point. Some of them shorter. Like at the max, the people I still see around would be 7 years, or 7 or 6 years around, and so that I should stop doing math in general, but in my head as I'm doing this because it's distracting me. But yeah, with those posts that if you stop texting people, blah 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 blah. I feel like there would be maybe definitely one, maybe two, possibly three people that would contact me first. Everyone else, I'm kind of convinced that they would just, not that they wouldn't care, but that they wouldn't be really impacted if I just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, right? Like if I just stopped texting them, if I stopped interacting with them in general, or if I just, legit went missing, like, in real life, gone missing, I feel like there would only, not including my family, of course, but people that I, like friends, I feel like there would maybe at most be 3 people, generously three people that would socially be impacted. One of those people would be impacted significantly. That's my significant other. My significant other would be impacted significantly for obvious reasons because they're my significant other. But the other two people, like, that's like a stretch, you know. Maybe they would, be impacted by that loss, deeply. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. It wouldn't really change their day a lot. It wouldn't really, get in the way of anything. It wouldn't really change any of their plans. The only thing that really convinces me is that they want to talk to me outside of school. Right? Because inside of school, because if the conversations that I had with people inside of school were also had outside, did I just say outside of school? If the conversations I had with people inside of school were matched outside of school, then like I wouldn't really have this issue. Like the number would be significantly higher. But as of right now, it's maybe one. It's definitely at least one, maybe three people that would be impacted by that, not including my family, right? Because if we include my family, because, they see me every day, no matter what anyways, then they would obviously be impacted and their lives and their plans would be, shifted dramatically. Man, that's a bummer. It's kind of supposed to be, but I've had that thought of like, if I just stopped talking to people, like if I blocked everybody on my social media, if I deleted my social media, right, how many people would try to contact me through a different means, right? Like my main form of communication with other people through like text formats, outside of, actually talking to them face to face, is Instagram direct messaging. Why I chose that, I don't know. It's just the easiest to use. It's just the one I chose. It's just the one I chose. So if I deleted my Instagram account and deleted my Instagram app and just kind of stopped talking to people, I kind of thought, like, how many people would try to contact me through a different means, if they wanted to talk to me at all? How many people would notice, right? I want to know how many people would actually notice as well. And I know that like immediately one person would notice. My significant other would notice. Sorry, what? And I'm lonely. I'm very lonely. That's a thing that I've struggled with for a while. I feel very lonely. I feel alone a lot of the time. And I've told maybe 2 people that. Now I'm telling the internet that I feel lonely. How long? I've been going for 29 minutes. I'm not stopping until I have to. So we're going to keep going. My legs are tired. I'm going to sit down. I know. I said I was going to pace around. Maybe I'll get up. We still have like 2 hours for me to go around and do that. I'm taking my glasses off because of the glare from the thing. Hopefully the audio is not too bad on this. And I can also get to fidget because I kind of need to fidget. I just need to get my brain working. Excuse me, I have something in my eyes. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm lonely. That's funny. Oh yeah, I'm lonely. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me. Like, if you asked them who Joe is, they would like know who I am. Like I would like to think that everyone in my grade level at school knows who I am. Right? I would like to think that. Maybe not that, but I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me. Is what I'm trying to say. But I honestly don't think, and I know this is not an original. I think I'm self-aware enough to know that I'm going on this is one of my, my spin-off tangent things. I'm just doing it in the spur of the moment. I feel like I'm self-aware enough to know what's going on in my head, but it's like I'm so self-aware that it goes to my disadvantage because like I make too many connections, right? Like I like anytime that I like would try to say something positive about myself, I feel like I'm being narcissistic. Like, oh man, I hope this video blows up. Like I said earlier, like, oh, if it blows up, like that sounded to me when it came out of my mouth, it sounded like narcissism, right? Like, self-gloating, because I know that, you know, gloating and like, stuff like that is a sign of narcissism. So when I did that, you know, made me feel very not comfortable about that. Anyways, I gotta get back on track. I feel lonely. Let me tell you a little story. So, I like to play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Not really anymore. I kind of grew out of it. But I used to. I used to do it all the time before COVID. Like, because I stopped playing because of COVID. And, before COVID, I used to go to my locals and I'd play in tournaments. And I would get crushed every time. Every time I would just, there's 3 rounds. I would go 0-3 every time, every week, and every Saturday. No, every Sunday. From noon to 3 o'clock, or noon to 2 o'clock. It was like some time frame like that. I would go pay $5 to lose. Right, I would go all the way out to this place that's like out of the way from where I live. I don't live in New York City, by the way, for the people who don't know me. I do not live in New York City, but I would go to my locals, and I would lose every time, and I got disheartened, and I didn't want to play anymore, and I stopped playing. Because I didn't want to keep losing. Because, there's only so much time you can put into something and fail and still want to do it, right? Because, like, when you fail at something, you shouldn't just give up, right? Like, success is like, being able to take a loss and keep going. That's not really success, but that's like, you haven't succeeded yet. You succeed when you accomplish the thing that you wanted, but like, it's a good sign that you're going to be a successful person, that when you fail, you keep going. And I had that mentality about this game for years, and I took breaks in between, but my breaks were basically just because of like life reasons, and like me having better things to do with my time. And then, like a couple months before COVID hit, a couple weeks, I should say, not months, a couple weeks, I just stopped playing the game. I stopped playing. I kept going to the store because I had friends who played in the tournaments, and I wanted to hang out with them. But I stopped playing the game, and much like my life at like school, my school life, and my life at my locals, the friends I had there, were separate entirely. They never crossed at all. My friends never went to locals with me, and obviously, the people I knew at locals I never interacted with outside of that. Because they were all like 10, like 5 to 10 years older than me. Um, some of them were a little bit younger. Um, but at some point, they kind of like they either left the game and stopped coming to the store for reasons. And I didn't really have their contact information, so I couldn't really like talk to them. So that was pretty, not fun, because I wanted to. Basically the entire reason I wanted to go to the store was to hang out with my friends that I had there, and they didn't come anymore, and I didn't know why. Like, I knew it wasn't because of me, right? Because that's dumb. Like, of course, they're not coming to the store because I'm there, right? It's because of life reasons, of course. I just like, it was not fun. It was not a fun time. And then recently I contacted them over Facebook because I downloaded Facebook. I don't know why, I just did. Horrible decision. I hate it. I hate Facebook, but whatever. I'm gonna keep it around for. I don't know what he's talking about. Um. Anyways, um. What time is it? It's 10:04. Okay. Like, these were my friends, and I liked them, and even when I was at the store and they were at the store too, I would kind of just sit by myself at, like, one of the tables, and then they would be over with the rest of the group over there, because I'm socially awkward, of course, and I knew like two people there. I should have mentioned that. I knew like I knew four people at most, but not all four of them were ever at the store at the same time. Um, and um, uh, oof, I can't function right now. I cannot function at all. Hold on, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. My mind is completely blank right now. So I got disheartened, right? Because I kept losing at the game. So I stopped playing. Basically just recapping what I said so I can catch up. I stopped playing because I got disheartened. Because I lost all the time. And I was playing for years and years and years and just kept losing. I've never won a match. I've won individual games. Never won a match ever in my life. Playing since I was like 10, 11. Third grade. I don't know how we all learned in third grade, but so like 10, 11 years I've been playing this game. Never won a single match. And I remember I only ever won 2 individual games in a tournament setting. I've been playing at this place for that whole time, basically. On and off, on and off, a lot of on, but some off. And after I quit the game, I just went to hang out with my friends, and then my friends didn't really want to hang out with me. So that kind of sucked. But that's kind of what it looks like to me. And I've realized that what I see, what I interpret as them not wanting to hang out with me is just me being autistic. Because them barely interacting with me at all is just me making the connection. Oh, person doesn't interact with me very often, meaning they do not want to be around me, obviously. And then like I would just randomly, send these people a meme over Facebook or over whatever, Instagram direct messaging, and then they would just like they would interact like we would in real life. But like, and I would be shocked at that kind of. I feel like I'm saying this all wrong. I feel like I like when I'm not recording, I feel like I have this exact conversation with myself, this exact spiel a lot better. And I don't know why when I'm talking to the camera it sucks. Because I know I could do better. I know I can. I just can't put it onto the camera. And I'm not gonna start over. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna script this. Okay, maybe the next time that I have this thing, I'm going to write down what I say so that when I do another thing like this, I can just read what I say beforehand and then kind of just like just say it over and over and over and over again so that I remember. Anyways, so let's talk about my interactions with other people. I always feel like I need to be uber specific. I'm slouching, that's why I'm so small. I need to be super clear about what I'm saying because I don't want to offend anybody, because I don't want what I'm saying to be misinterpreted. And they always say like, "Hey man, it's cool, it's whatever, or they treat it like I'm just being weird, which I am. I'm being weird because of that, but I can't not do it, right? Like I can't not be awkward. It's just how my brain functions. Like I have like no confidence at all. Like I never This is an awful video. We're at 45 minutes. This is a horrible video. Thank you for sticking around if you have. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard for me to do. Man, this is doing this and then going to this. This is like significant. It's like a significant difference. If I had no, it wouldn't really matter because my light source is there, and no matter where I am, unless like I put my chair against the wall and my desk facing the rest of the room, my face is gonna be in shadow, and that kind of sucks. But I mean, I can get like a light over here. Hold on, this light's not gonna be bright enough. Yeah, no, it does not change literally anything at all. So, you know, sorry about the shadow face, but you know, I can just borrow my. Never mind. We. I don't want to lose people. I don't, right? Because I like the people that I interact with on a, you know, all the time, and I wish I interacted with them more. I wish I hung out with them outside of school, and I wish that they would like invite me to things. And I don't know if I'm just being dumb, because I could just you know, try to be, more, assertive, I guess is the right word. I don't really know, but if I try to be more assertive, and I try to, be, more. Hold on. Sorry about that. My laundry was done. Sorry, my laundry's finished. So I'll put that away after this. I forgot what I was saying. I don't want to lose people, and being more assertive. Right. So the problem with that is I've made plans with other people before, and like I've done them, but like I don't feel like it's the same when I ask to go over to somebody's house than when somebody asks me if I want to come over. Right? Like, I feel like that's different. Does that make any sense? Right? Like, I'm not crazy. If you could hear like a buzzing, it's my mini fridge. I have a mini fridge right here. It's buzzing. I'm sorry if that's I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off, because that I can see that it's being annoying. Sorry, that's been on for almost 50 minutes now. And oh man, this did not go the way I thought it was going to. This did not go the way I thought it was going to go. But I just want to do things with other people, and I wish that people tried to like invite me to things, like I don't know, like am I the problem? Like these, like I never felt like I really had the right. It sounds so stupid when I'm saying it out loud. I never felt like I had the right to do what I'm doing right now, to actually say what I feel. Because I know, and this is stupid too, but like I know that there are other people that have it a lot worse than me mentally, and I don't really want to put my burdens and like my emotional needs on them out of fear of making their situation worse, out of looking bad, because I don't want to look bad, because I don't want to be a bad person. I want to be a good boy, good boy, good guy, good man, good person. Yep, that's what I want to be. Haha, funny. I imagine this would be a lot more comedy, but this is just sad. This is just sad. I don't know if it's sad in the sense that like it's pathetic, or sad in the sense that it's sad topics. It's probably a little bit of both. It's probably a little bit of both. I never brought this up with my friends in real life because I didn't really want to. No, that's not true. I did want to. I do want to. And that's why I'm making this. I'm going to send this to them. And, this is way overdue. Like, this is a way overdue conversation that I need to have with them. And I hope that this, you actually see this. And, you get this far. Hope you get this far. I'm going to send this to a lot of people. Hope you get this far. I should come up, you know what? If you reach this point, send me the word glasses. Text me the word glasses if you've seen this far in the video. I don't know what that was for. A little bit of, I don't know. Okay. Back to my sad ramblings. This is so awful. There's a New York in me coming out. I see them, my friends in real life, I see them interacting with other people outside of, our friend group, outside of the people that I know. And, like, I don't know if it's just, like, the sense of, like, jealousy that I'm not a part of that, or that, I've known you for years. Like, this sounds so stupid, and I don't. And like, I could probably think of a million negative words that I feel right now when I say this, and I'm not gonna say them because I need to stop doing that. I've said it so many times. I've said so many things that are negative towards myself. It's like a habit. It's an awful habit, but it's like a habit that I have, and it's awful. I just repeated myself. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm just gonna say the thing that I'm gonna say. Like, when I hear about my friends hanging out with either each other or with other people, and like them inviting people over to their houses, or like to go out and do things, and I get either invited one time or I've asked to come over, and even then it's like once in a blue moon. Um, I guess it could be jealousy that's not me that happens to. Like, I don't know, like, is it me? Like, am I not cool to hang out with? Like, am I not fun? Like, I'm not trying to be, like, oh, like, no, I'm not trying to be, like, an asshole or anything like that. Like, like, doing the thing, like, do you think I'm a clown? Think I'm funny? Hold on, I think someone's coming upstairs. That could be my mom. So I'm gonna pause the recording, and then we'll come back. I know that I said there wouldn't be any pauses, but I kind of have to pause for this. So I'll be right back. And we're paused. All right, that took longer than I expected. I don't remember what I was talking about. We were talking about... What were we talking about? We were talking about how I don't want to lose people, and that I want to do things with my friends because I don't want to lose them as friends. And, I don't really know what to say right now. I don't handle loss very well. Like, loss of people, I don't handle that very well. I can lose, like, things. That's one thing, right? That's different than losing a person. Way different. And, people are moving around out there. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but also I don't know if I'm being quiet. That was loud. But yeah, I don't really handle loss very well. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about the first big loss that I had in my life. This is about, it's in the 9th grade, so it's about 4 years ago now. 3 or 4 years ago. Probably closer to 3 than 4, but you get the idea. I have a picture of it right here. Wow, the picture is falling out. Anyways, you can still see her. This is my grandmother and me as a baby. This is me. And that is my grandma. Her name was Kathleen Switzer. She's my mom's mom. And she was awesome. We did everything together. Like, when I was younger, my mom was single, and she couldn't, when I wasn't with my dad at his house, I would have to go to one of my grandparents' houses, and we basically rotated whose house we would go to. Once was with my mom's dad, another one was with my mom's mom, another one was with my dad's parents. And, we'd be there for, either the whole day, or, my dad would come and pick us up from there to go to his house for the weekend or whatever. And when we went to her house, it was awesome like going to any of their houses were really cool because it was it was cool to be there. But she was really cool. She was really nice. She had I think it was called a duplex. She lived in a duplex. Um, and we hung out. Me and her. We used to hang out on the outside porch, right, which is actually inside. It was an outside of her house, but inside the walls of the house. And there was a TV out there, and she had a heater during the wintertime, and it was very, very nice to sit there and watch TV with her and talk to her for like hours. And it was awesome. And I actually, not that long ago, I had a dream where it was exactly that, where I was sitting basically in like the void, but like I was in that. It was night time, but the outside was void, and we were in that patio porch area. I was sitting in a chair, and she was sitting in her chair. She was smoking because she was a smoker, and we were watching Criminal Minds because that was our favorite show to watch with each other. And this was like when I was like in elementary school. And then in middle school, when I moved to where I am now, I saw her a lot less, which kind of sucked because I liked seeing her a lot. When I was in elementary school, it was really cool to see her all the time, and now I didn't see her at all. Come seventh grade, either like the beginning of eighth grade or like around seventh grade, my grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she couldn't work because of her cancer and her chemo, and she couldn't pay her bills, so she ended up moving in with us, which was awesome because now, wait, hold on, never mind. I got the story all mixed up. She couldn't pay her bills because she forgot. She's old, she was old. She wasn't that old, like she was in like her late 50s, but she just kept forgetting to pay her bills, so she couldn't afford to do it anyways. And she ended up moving in with us because she had nowhere else to go, and she was not going into a home, like a nursing home, and we couldn't afford to do that anyways. So we let her move into this very room. This very room was her room, and we basically she was a little bit of a hoarder. We basically put all of her stuff, a lot of her stuff, not all of it obviously, because half a house, her whole house could not fit in this room, but we took a lot of her. It was mostly clothes. A lot of her clothes came and just occupied this room, and it was jam packed full. Like she had right where I'm sitting right now, there was a wardrobe that was from the floor to the ceiling, jam packed full of clothes she never wore. And it was, her room was messy, of course, because she didn't really have a lot of places to put her things, and she had a lot of stuff. But she was really funny to be around, and she was like super sweet as well. Like she would go out, and she would go and get me and Ryan, my brother and my stepsister. She would go and get us donuts for breakfast, occasionally, or not for breakfast, after school, like for like after school snack treat. She would do that for us, and sometimes we would get Wendy's. Wendy's was like our thing with her. Like she would get us Wendy's all the time, not all the time, but like a lot, like frequently. she would bring us to Wendy's, and we would eat Wendy's, and that was like, it was comforting, comfort food for me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, somewhere along the line, she got diagnosed with cancer. Started chemotherapy. She had to obviously shave her head, and eventually she got her hair back, which was cool. And I never gave up hope that she would be able to get out and live. And she fought for a little over a year, I think. And it was very sudden, but it wasn't unexpected. She was in hospice care for a couple days. Her condition was really bad, and we couldn't take care of her here. So my mom had to take her to hospice, and she was there for a little under a week. And my mom was with her every day, most of the day, with her. And me and my brother, and we wanted to go see her, but we never really got the chance to, because she passed away after like 6 days of being in hospice care. Six or 7 days of being in hospice care, and we never got to really say goodbye to her. And that was like the first really big loss that I had. And she was at the time like the most important person to me in my life. Because like she treated me like an equal. To her. She saw me and loved me like I was her grandson, because I was. But she treated me like an equal. I miss her. There's not a day that goes by where I don't miss her. That's why I have her picture on my desk. Because I never want to forget her. After she passed away, I started to really value life a lot more than I did. And I started a book of remembrance where I wrote a little thing in the book. It was basically just like a notebook. I still have it somewhere. I think it's in my school bag. And I put her name in it. Right? I basically I wrote a little thing, and the rest of the book is a list. It's a list of names, and it's a list of signatures and dates. It's dates of birth. And I'm gonna go grab it. I think I know exactly where it is. In here. Back a little bit. Oh no. Oh, here it is. That was almost horrible. I would have cried. Here it is. I'm not gonna read it because it's kind of cringe. I wrote it when I can read. But I'm just looking through it right now, and it had everyone that I care about. I had them all write their names in here so that I can look at this and remember that there are people that care about me. That was its original purpose. That's why I started this. So that if I ever felt like I was alone, which I do right now, there were people in this book that signed it. They went out of their way to sign it. I'm gonna count. Hold on. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 people. 50 different people signed this. I'm not going to show you the names, but I should look in this book more often, because it's not going to work if I don't use it. Because I can say that this is what it's for but it won't work unless I actually do what it's supposed to be done with. That sentence did not make any sense, probably. And I just can't shake the feeling of loneliness that I have. I don't really know where to go on from here. So I guess I'll just end it, because I don't really know where to go on from this point. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you stayed until the end. Probably didn't, but no judgment. If you, like I said in the beginning, no judgment. Unless no unlesses, no buts, ands, ifs, ors. If you stuck to the end, thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. This was difficult, if you couldn't tell. This was hard to do, because I didn't really have a focus, and I kind of just stumbled my way through it. and I definitely need to prepare for this more, you know. But I talked for an hour. I'm looking at the time right now of how long I recorded. I recorded for an hour. That's pretty good. Well, I did have to pause once, but yeah, yeah. So again, thank you for watching. That's gonna be the end, and maybe I'll see you in another time. Goodbye. No, mouse doesn't work.